Hi, this is Mrs. Rondo, and this is our second example of how to find angles in our extended practice on DeltaMath. So here we go in the diagram below. BD, let me change my color here, and we'll jump right in. BD is parallel to AE, so we're going to mark that. Then we have BF bisects. This may not be a word we've seen before, so I want to make sure we're clear what it means. Bisects means it cuts it in half, or we might say two equal pieces. Okay, so BF is bisecting angle ABD. So here's angle A. Oopsie, let me try that again. ABD. I'm just going to trace that angle for us so we can see it. Actually, let's do it with a highlighter. All right, so we're going to go A, B, D. And it tells us that BF bisects it, or cuts it into two equal pieces. So the way we mark that is we're going to come up here and we're going to say two equal pieces. This one is equal to this one. So those are two equal angles. All right, then we have the measure of angle E is 37. It's over in the corner. 37. That's awesome. And then we have the measure of angle BFE is 117. So they give us those angles right here. All righty, and then we are asked to find the measure of angle C. Okay, so measure of angle C. All right, looking at what I have, I definitely see some parallel lines and some transversals happening. So I could do something with that, something with my parallel lines. I see some triangles, so I might be doing triangle sum. I also see some straight lines, so I might need a straight angle. So we're trying to get to angle C. So I'm wondering here, if I see 37 degrees, if I continued out my parallel line here and here, then this line, which I'll do it not dotted, my solid line here, this is my transversal passing all the way through like so. There's my transversal, which means 37 degrees is going to match up with this angle right here, would also be 37 degrees. Those are corresponding angles. Great. Then other things I see that I can do, I have 117 degrees. And actually, a couple things. 117 degrees is part of a straight angle. So that's going to be 180 degrees total. So I could do some math. Go figure, math in a math class. And I could do 180 minus 117. And looks like I get 63 degrees. So this piece would be 63 degrees. Great, fantastic. Then other things I could do here. Let's see. I know that, there we go, some more stuff with parallel lines. Actually, I'm going to do one other thing right here. 37 degrees. I'm going to change colors so we can follow my logic here. 37 degrees down here is a straight angle with this one. So there's another big straight angle. So I'm going to do 180, because that whole thing is 180, minus the 37 degrees I know. And I get, looks like 143. So this piece here is 143. Now that one doesn't necessarily specifically help, but it's something I can figure out, and you never know if it might be helpful. It's kind of a thing we do in geometries. Try to figure out everything we can, because you never know what might help you out. All right, then if I look at, I'm going to actually grab my highlighter and I'm going to highlight in green. I have some fantastic parallel lines with a transversal that if I trace this angle of 63 degrees and follow it down to this angle right here, you'll notice there's my Z, or I have alternate interior angles. I'm going to go back to my pen here and let's do a different color. Let's do orange. So this 63 degrees right up here, matches this 63 degrees right down here, which means this one over here also has to be 63 degrees because we said those were two equal pieces. I'm going to just write that a little bit neater. And we could do triangle sum at that point to figure out what angle A is, but we don't care what angle A is. We're trying to get to C. So instead, what I might do is grab one more color because I just love my colors. And I could do a straight angle right here all the way around. That one is, again, 180 degrees. And I have already used up 63 and 63, so I'm going to do 63 plus 63, which is 126. And I'm going to subtract that out from 180. And I get, looks like 54 degrees. So my leftover piece is 54 degrees, which means now if I take my two remaining angles, my two angles in this triangle, I have 37 and 54. I can use them to find my third angle. So one last adding up and subtracting from 180. Here we go. 37 plus 54 equals, whoopsie. Okay, looks like 91. And then subtract that from 180. And I get 89. So my angle that I'm trying to find is 89 degrees. And that's our second example.